Okay. Hey you guys, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. It is Ty and welcome back to my channel. It is currently 10:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today is Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yes, today is Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. So that being said, welcome back, you guys. I am trying to get situated. I just uploaded a video. It should be out right now. If not, it is currently being processed and uploaded. So if you can, make sure you check that out, as well as checking out this month's playlist for the month of March. The playlist that I have for you guys is, give me 1 second so I can see exactly. Okay, so it just literally the video just uploaded for you guys, but the video that I posted was about being what does it mean to be the best version of yourself. So just make sure you guys check that out. So good evening, good morning. How are you doing, handsome? Everyone here is handsome and beautiful. That's what we're going to start calling ourselves, handsome and beautiful, and we're going to be kings and queens and gods and goddesses. So good evening to you. I am doing very well. I'm just trying to get situated really quickly because I just did a video. I'm posting these videos a little bit later, but it's okay because life is about going with the flow, not being hard on yourself, and doing the best that you can while you can. So I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Like I said, I just posted a video. So for those of you who are joining, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give this video a couple of seconds. I'm going to let people get situated as they tune in. So if you're stopping by, make sure you're giving this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're commenting down below. Make sure you're subscribed by turning on your notification bell if it's not already, as well as, like I said, checking out the playlist that I have for you guys for the month of March. Best version of yourself showing up. So in this month, specifically and strategically, I will be going over and suggesting and advising, how we can continue to be the best version of ourselves. So make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter at Ty_guidance to stay up to date. But as of right now, like I said, it is 10:51 p.m., going on 11 p.m. This video is being posted a little bit late, but it is okay. But make sure you guys check out my other video, what does it mean to be the best version of yourself? And staying tuned for the rest of this month as well as the rest of this year. So for those of you who are just stopping by, once again, I suggest and advise information as a spiritual healer. I do not tell people what to do nor how to feel. I speak from a place of experience, what has helped me along my journey, good and bad, self-reflecting, holding myself accountable, acknowledging what I've gone through so I can accept and adapt. With that being said, there's no right or wrong way when it comes to living your life or healing, but knowing that it is an option. So because healing is an option, nobody gets to tell you how long, how much. As long as you're willing to believe, put in the effort, your healing is going to be based off of your journey. So on this channel, we don't compare ourselves, we don't bring people down, we don't knock other people, and we don't project insecurities, you guys. We're pushing peace. So for the title of this video, it's called Pushing Peace. We're not projecting insecurities. Like, I'm 25 years old and I know everyone's not me, but anybody who chooses to be here because it's a choice, we're not, I don't hang around people who are going to project their insecurities, because I'm not about to sit here and project my insecurities onto you. Whatever you want in life is what you are willing to work after, whatever you're willing to put into yourself, and whatever you feel like you're deserving of. And it's based off your attitude. Like, pushing peas, you guys. Hold on, I'm fixing my camera because it looks a little blurry. Pushing Peas, for anybody who may or may not know, Gunna is a rapper in America, and he has a song, I think it's with Future, I'm not sure, but Pushing P, to me, how I look at that is just keeping it pushing, like keeping your eyes straight, your head up, and your chin straight. Like, at the end of the day, yes, everyone in life is going to go through things, but just because you go through things doesn't mean that that has to be the end of the world. Like, you going through things is for you to be humbled. You going through things is for you to learn through. You going through things is so you don't have to keep going through the same. That's what a cycle is, especially for people that, for the supernatural, the spiritual, your karmic cycles. We come here for karmic debts and dues. Like, we are responsible for actions and what we do. And if we don't want to be responsible for them, they're going to continue to show up in the different people. You're going to continue to have toxic relationships until you're able to figure out what it is that you need some working on. You cannot attract certain people in your life if you're not willing to remove certain people. Like, that's something I had to realize. In order for me to make new relationships, in order for me to have the new friends that I want, better friends, better, people in my life, I have to cut people off that are no longer serving me, that no longer want to put into me. And because we are pushing peas, nobody gets to hide how they feel towards you. Like a snake can only be a snake for so long. Somebody is only going to take but so much time and energy. Like you don't have to pretend. If you don't like somebody, you don't have to like them. But if you don't like them because you don't like yourself, that has nothing to do with nobody. We're pushing peas. We're not about to sit here and worry about people and places and things that are not pushing peas with us. Like, I'm not worried about a single soul on this earth. Like, nobody puts any fear in my heart, nothing physical or material on this earth. And that's the same thing I suggest and advise for. Ooh. This is my last thing. Oh my gosh, you guys, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, trying to get copyrighted. Keeping the same energy and just keeping that in mind. Like pushing P is you waking up living your best life, doing what works for you. Like if this channel resonates with you, it's going to resonate. If not, go about your business. Don't worry about people in places that are not your business. Like you can't mind my business and other people's business and mind yours. Like that's what a pocket watcher is. And there's nothing wrong, because guess what, the people that watch you the most, they need you. Like I don't have enemies, I don't have haters, nobody's jealous of me. People don't like themselves. People don't like themselves so much, they let me know how much they feel about themselves. If you disrespect yourself, you would disrespect anybody. How do I know? Because I wasn't always perfect. I didn't always have myself aligned. I wasn't always about healing. I wasn't always the best friend. I wasn't always the best girlfriend. I wasn't always the best family member. There are some things I've done in my past that I've had to learn from because I had consequences. I had to realize if you do this, this is what's going to happen, cause and effect. Nobody leaves this earth alive, meaning that guilt. One thing about me, you guys, I don't want to be guilty. I don't want to be 80 years old being miserable, trying to sit here and apologize to people or being upset that I didn't do. No. If I know I only get one chance, one band, one sound to do this in this lifetime as me, as her, if you know, I'm going to do it now. I don't have time to wait. First of all, time, the structure that we have is starting to get very crucial. It's a lot going on in the world. Like it's too much going on in the world for us to not be pushing P, you guys. We are P's. I don't know necessarily how gonna reference it, but how I'm gonna look at it as pushing P's, we're pushing paper. And I don't, if that's physical, material, financially, we're pushing P's, we're pushing paper. We're getting to the bag. We're taking care of ourselves. If you're not surrounding yourself with people who want to take care of you or can't take care of themselves, remove yourself. If anybody gets upset because you have to remove them because they're not treating you right, why would you want to be around them anyways? Whether it's your boyfriend, your mom, your cousin, your dog, your brother, your mother, I don't care who it is. Because if they had, like I said, if people had enough respect for themselves, they're not going to put you in places and situations. They're not going to talk badly about you. They're not going to want to bring you down. Every single person who's tried to stop me was already beneath me, and not physically or emotionally or financially, but that's how they felt internally about themselves. It's a spiritual war. It's this war that everybody keeps talking about. Everybody's a spirit, you guys. If you're not alive, you're not a spirit. So something that's not spiritual, this lip gloss, these cookies, okay, if it's physical or material, like it, everyone's talking about what's going on in the world. Worry about yourself. Yes, there's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm not invalidating what's not, but it's a bigger picture. That's why we gotta push it P. We gotta keep, or whatever gonna say, we gotta keep pushing P. Like we are pushing P, you guys. If you're not pushing P, I'm gonna let you know now. This channel is not for you, and I'm not for you, because I represent this channel, and it's not my channel, it's our channel, because it would not be a tie without I. And guess what? TYI spells tie, okay? Not we. So because there's we and me and Lee, if there's a Lee on here, okay, that's how we're doing things. We don't sit here, we're not waiting for people to act right. You don't have to tell an adult, because once again, all you all here should be over the age of 21, because, if you are not 21, it's not to say nothing to the 18-year-olds. I respect my young kids, okay? I respect you young kids, but y'all not about to get, me, okay? I am about my business, okay? So you must be over the age of 21 here. But if not, make sure if you are 18, make sure you have your parents' consent, because my videos are not made for children. I do put that as an option for those of you who are YouTubers, okay? That's why the comments for people who don't have the video set is part of the settings, and it's part of, they just, if you got your email, they're doing a lot of rules and regulations. So everyone here should be over the age of 21, okay? If not, I may have to block you. It's not because I don't want you to see what I have to say, but just because of community guidelines. And just like in real life, there are community guidelines. Whatever you choose to do, you're going to have a consequence, good or bad. So if you are not comfortable with yourself, what I want you to start doing is taking some time to get to know yourself, taking some time to reflect, being mindful. Start asking yourself, are these people assets? Are these people bringing to this relationship, or are they taking away? Is this person projecting how they feel because they're not sure? And if so, it's okay that people have insecurities. It's okay that people doubt themselves. It's okay if people are miserable. It's okay. Why? Because it's a choice. Now, how you choose to go about this choice and handle it, once again, that's either for you to decide or for you to remove yourself. We don't get to control, like me, I don't get to control the world. If so, guess what? Do you think people would bother me, you guys? If I could have that much power, I am not the source, okay? I don't get to just say, oh, this is how this goes. I'm a part, I'm a part, but I don't get to necessarily say these, because if so, there would be, if everyone is at peace, if everyone's, I just said this, and I'm so big on being repetitive on certain situations, because sometimes you got to keep saying certain things to certain people until it sticks with you, depending on how hard your head is. But if that was the situation, if everybody's at peace, why is there chaos outside? If everyone's all bubblegums and flower childs and we're all saying kumbaya, you wouldn't have what's going on in the world. But that's not the reality. So being realistic with ourselves, pushing peas is being realistic with yourself. Can you keep it a stack? Can you keep it a band? Can you keep it a bean? For those who, are you really about what you say? And it's more about what you say is how you're moving. When you respect yourself, you're not going to want to entertain. You're not going to want to tolerate. You're not going to want to deal with a lot of this stuff. How do I know? Because I have a past. It's a lot of things that I've done in my past as a young lady that I no longer resonate with. And to be very honest, because I've always been this person, like, me being depressed, me being broke was for me, not because of other people. Don't get it twisted now, because here's the thing: when you live your life for you, when you're true to yourself and you're in your purpose for you, what other people say and do has nothing to do with you. Like, me being broke doesn't bother me. If it bothers other people, I don't know why. Because if you got a job, if you have a car, and you have a roof over your head, what does me being broke, what does that got to do with you? That's how you know people don't mind their business. You got to live your life for you. You can't worry about what your neighbors do. You can't worry about what your moms do. You can't worry about what your brothers do. You can't worry about, if they're not trying to sit here and better themselves or better you in a situation. That's not pushing P. Pushing P is you pushing P for you. Like, when you get up out your bed, what are you doing? Are you going to work for you? Or are you going to work just to live by? And if that's the situation, make sure you're pushing P and you keep it, you keep it real to yourself. Like, if you're not happy with where you are in your life, I'm not going to tell you to quit your job and start a business, because that's not for everybody. I'm going to be real with you. You got to have a lot of balls to do that, okay? And not just that, if that's not what you want to do, if you're not willing to sacrifice, if you're not willing to go without, taking some time, saving up your money, and making a plan. No more excuses. If you're pushing P, you don't have time to make excuses. Something that I've realized that I learned from my aunts and my father, God bless him, that you're either going to do what you say, or you just talk about it. The people that you see doing what you want to do are doing it because they can. And I'm going to say that again slowly. The people that you see doing what you're doing is because they choose to. Yes, everyone does not have the same finances. Yes, everyone does not have the same resources. Yes, everybody does not have. Guess what? I've had $75,000, and I've also had negative $12.69. So I know what it's like to have money one day, and I know it's like to be dirt poor, broke. Okay? You have to be willing to determine what it is that you want. And me personally, this is how I know. And I'm not saying this no type of way. I'm pushing P because I am who I say I am. This is not just for YouTube. This is a screen. Okay. This is a computer. This is called the entire net. This is the physical world. It's nothing about the physical or material world that shakes me. Why? Because my spirit can't shake unless I move, or unless source moves me when I need to move. I live my life for me. I'm pushing P because I'm being real with myself. Me being broke was upsetting. When I got broke, oh my gosh, I cried like boo hoo, like boo hoo, real tears. I stopped caring about myself physically. I stopped grooming myself. I'm a young lady. And when you go through things, certain things in your life, when you go through so much stuff, depending on who you are, if you really pushing P, you're going to push P's. Like, I'm at a point in my life, I'm not making excuses. I'm not my situations. I can't go back to 5 years ago. I can't do none of the things that happened from 2017 up until why? Because 2017 is not here. It is 2022 tomorrow. In 56 minutes or 54 minutes, it will be Thursday, March 10th, 2000 and what? 22. This timeline that you have for your life, you don't know. Like I just said in my video earlier, Kobe Bryant, God bless him. He had his day prepared to go with his daughter to go to, I think, a volleyball or a basketball, whatever sport. I'm not saying it to be disrespectful, but whatever tournament, wherever they're supposed to go, that didn't happen. That's how life is going to be. Things are just going to happen to you. Why? Because I want somebody to comment right now, and I say this all the time. And once again, I don't need to push P to prove a point. I'm just curious. But did anybody know exactly what time or when they were going to be born? I have not met, I'm not gonna lie, I have met some people, but that's for later throughout this year. But in the physical, in the flesh, did anybody know when or what time they're going to be born? And does anybody know when they're going to die? People don't ask you those questions every single day because why? Because of people's attention spans and where they're focused. You see how chirp, chirp, mute, mute. I don't talk for no reason. I'm not here for no reason. Why? If I could be like Elon Musk and go to Mars, I would be on Mars right now, or I would literally be in space. But I don't have $32 million to make a spaceship and go to space. It only takes 11 minutes. It only takes that's 11-minute flight. Y'all be taking flights to Dubai. Y'all be taking flights to Africa. Y'all be taking flights to everywhere. Shoot, let me go to space with Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. If you watching this, hold on. Give me 5 months, okay? I'll have $32 million and let me build a rocket ship with you. Y'all seen little Einstein? We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky. Little Einsteins, come on board, get ready to explore. It's a world to find. Little Einstein. Where do you think they got that from? Come on now, people, wake up. We got push P's. It's a bigger picture. You watching television when you could go outside and see the clouds spin by themselves. You don't need a television to televise what you're watching. We gotta push P's. We don't have time. We don't have the patience. It's a bigger picture, you guys. It's too much going on in the world to be distracted. It's too much in the world to not realize your worth. This world is too big, first of all. You know how many people, you guys, how many spirits are alive? There are alligators, there are sharks, there are bees. It's 8 billion people on the world. There's too many people here. It's too many people. It's too many people. It's too many people. It's too many of us. And guess what? Because it's more of us than it is the people that control the world. Because guess what? I'm pushing P's in real life, big pressure. And what about it? The time is now. The time is now. Woo, the time is now. Time is now. His story, I'm making her story. It's too much going on in the world to not be pushing P's in real life. For yourself. You're pushing P's not to prove a point. I don't need $1 million. I don't need a blue check to prove a point, to flex on what? There's nobody on this world I need to flex on. You see how people live in real life? They're spirits. People have houses and cars and are miserable. People are depressed. People are angry inside. You think I'm going to sit here and get a car to flex on? No one hates me. They watch me. They watch what I do. People watch what you do, whether they like you or not. They're not going to tell you that. Of course not. That's why they got to watch you. They got to talk about you. If I wasn't important, if you were not important, people would not, like I said, you can't mind your business and mind mine at the same. That's not pushing P. That's not pushing P. Pressure. And what about it? Pushing P is you pushing P for you. Like everybody, it's enough land, it's enough money to print. And I'm gonna say that again. They don't want y'all to know. They print. What do you think money is? What do you think money is? Why do you think You can name 5 people that have $1 million because what do they is the and to be real historical, not to offend you all, but if y'all know, money's made out of cotton. Why do you think our black asses was picking cotton? We was that's what money we was that back in the day. We was that's what money's made out of cotton. Do your history, okay? But that's not what we talking about right now. That's not what we talking. But come on now, it's enough money, it's enough world. Like I said, unless we all equally just decide to take, you know how many people would take to go to Mars? Unless we all just leave, where are we gonna go, you guys? Where are we gonna go? What we gonna do? Push a P? Like what? No. We gotta keep it pushing. We can't worry about people and places and things that's not for us. Like, I don't have the patience no more. Not just that. Guess what, you guys? Everybody's starting to reveal themselves to me. And what I mean by that, you can't hide. For those of you who were hiding, for those of you who are doing all this evil, for all you people don't think that karma is real. Oh, it was raining all day. Oh, when I say the block is finna come around hot, Little Caesars, hot and ready. What you put out, what you think is going to happen when you work hard, you've been working on something for a year, you've been taking time, what do you think is going to happen? It's only a matter of time when it happens into the physical world, because that's what a lot of people, your spirits, babe. You got to push P through the spiritual world. I know a lot of people are not spiritually connected yet, but the physical world, if you let these physical and material items, you're going to have a rude awakening. You got to push P in the spiritual world. This is a big world we live in, you guys. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. Pushing P is for you to live your best life. You being the best version of yourself is you holding yourself accountable. Is realizing, okay, this is what I've gone through. This is how it's made me feel. This is what I'm able to accept. And this is what I'm not. It's a choice. Nobody is telling you to push P. Nobody's telling you to watch this. But if you come across this page, that's because you chose to. I don't tell my followers, oh, no. When I say that in the video, I say that with concern and passion. So, for example, if you're a genuine subscriber, that's what genuine people do. They're going to support you. They're going to want to be there for you. People who are not genuine, they're not going to want to support you because nobody has to. I don't need a validation. You all don't need, you shouldn't need validation either. That's another thing. The people who need validation, who worry, like this man, I see a lot of people talking about some first impressions, what you look like. Bruh, it don't matter what you look like. If I'm a robber and I dress up just because okay, hold on. Because let me slow down now, y'all. I'm so excited. It's just a lot of energy. It's really overwhelming. But this man was like, oh, people are going to judge you based off of what you look like. So you need to care about yourself. It's not to say that you can't care about yourself, but for example, and this is how you know certain people haven't been through enough. A lot of people like to talk from their mouth and not experience. And it's okay because it's a difference between thinking and knowing. But I told him, because I'm not saying this the type of way, I've been in this situation. So if I'm a robber, just because I got on a suit, just because I have on a suit, you don't think I'm going to rob you? I don't know if you guys ever been robbed before, but it don't matter if the person has on a suit or a ski mask. If somebody wants to rob you, they're going to rob you. You telling me just because, oh, they have on a suit, because they have on a suit and they have on suspenders and their shirt is ironed, they're not going to rob you just because they have on a suit? The physical is just the body. It's your spirit. That's what discernment is for. People dress up nice all the time. It's your intention. If your intentions do not match your heart, it doesn't matter what you say or do. What you say or do is always going to come into the light because of what you put out. So what do I mean by that? Nobody wants, and this is another question before I get ahead of myself, but does anybody leave Earth alive? Has anybody seen a human being live long enough to live to reincarnate to live until 3000 BC or AD? Has anybody seen a human being? If so, please feel free to comment down below. And if you know something I don't, like I said, this channel, we're here to learn, we're here to educate ourselves, because I don't just speak from my opinions. If I'm talking about an opinion, it's because I care. But 99 or 70% or 80%, it doesn't matter. I try to speak from experience. I try to give you guys that factual information to really educate you. Okay? So keep that in mind. We got to keep it pushing. We're pushing P's, you guys. Like what you put out is what you get. If time will tell. That's the purpose of time. It's for structure. If you're giving and giving and giving and giving, you're going to receive. If you take and take and take and take, you're not going to receive anything. Because once again, unless, excuse me, you all know something I don't, you're not going to leave this earth without feeling the guilt, or it's going to eat you alive. And you're going to take that to your grave. And that's a terrible feeling. Me personally, you guys, guilt makes me feel uncomfortable. That's the only reason why I'm learning to become a better person and to do right by myself. When you cross other people, you cross yourself the most. I would hang around people and places just to get certain things, not realizing I disrespected myself the most. That's why people say they would disrespect you before you disrespect them. Like, you know how disrespectful it is to hang around people knowing that I don't like them and they don't like me. But just because I feel like I need something, I would hang around. You know how low vibrational that is? I don't need to be around those people, especially since I know they talk about me. And then they could sit there, oh, I'm not. No, you are. Nobody's going to forget what you say to them, and nobody's going to forget how you said it unless you're able to see it. Like me, when I talk to people, like my attitude, I used to curse people out. I call people all kinds of B's, all kinds of names, be ready to smack anybody. I meant that. Was I wrong? Yes. And me being an adult as a young lady, correcting myself. I don't have to talk to people like, you know how disrespectful? Nobody wants to hear that. Because guess what? I'm not saying this to not be scary, but anybody could have knocked me out if they wanted to. Of course, we would have been fighting because that's how I used to be. But anybody, any point at any moment, any moment in time, anybody could have knocked me smooth out my face. Because I know if someone called me that, who do you think you're talking to? That's too much time and energy. Nobody should have that much energy to make you angry. Nobody should have that much energy to make or steal your joy. Nobody should sit here and tell you and control how you get to feel. That's not pushing P. Control your emotions. That's pushing P. Being honest about what you've gone through. That's pushing P. Being real to yourself. That's pushing forgiving yourself. Accepting that the fact that you're not your situations, you've gone through certain things, but it's not the end of the world. That's pushing P. That's big pressure, big stepper. And what about it? It's not little. Don't think that you're little, because if you were so little, like, why do you think multiple people got to talk and bring you down? It's a group of people. It's always going to be a group of people. It's never just one person. And nobody, I'm going to be real with you guys, unless people coming up to you guys, don't let nobody, you got to look and take a step back and realize who's talking about you and what they're saying. Like, do you even want to be like these people? And you will realize the people that try to bring you down, they look up to you. They're not going to watch your life if they have a car and they have an apartment and they have money. Then why would you be so worried and concerned? People worry about other people because they don't worry about themselves. People don't like to face their insecurities. But guess what? That's not my problem. Why is it not my problem? Because I didn't ask to be born either. I didn't ask to be here either. But I'm not about to sit here and allow nasty people with nasty attitudes affect my attitude. If you want to be miserable, to the loose, skip, click your. Go ahead, Dorothy, take your ass to Kansas and follow your ass on a yellow big road. Bibbity bobbity boo, redfish, bluefish. What is his name? Dr. Seuss say? Redfish, bluefish, one fish, two fish. I don't give a flying F, okay? Nobody asked to be born, which means nowhere in life is it going to be fair. Where in life does it say it's going to be fair? Once again, comment down below, because I would like to know, where does it say in life that it's going to be fair? Everybody equally, whether in China, Dubai, Canada, America, Antarctica, all those other islands, like the places that we don't know about, and all the places in the world, there are so many people on this earth. It's too much going on in life to not be pushing P. If you really pushing P, you don't have to worry about what other people do. You're not going to worry about how other people react and respond to you. You got to be able to live your life for you, and do what works for you. That's why, me personally, this channel is not going to be for me. I'm not for it. One, guess what? The same people who don't like me, the feeling is very mutual. Just because I don't say it, because guess what? If I was to act like the people I would know, I would be like them. I don't want to be like them. I'm not taking advice from none of the people that try to sit here. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. I'm building a house and they're watching. It'd be different if they try to build their own house. They live in an apartment complex and I'm building a house. So of course, someone who has stability is gonna, oh, she don't got nothing. Or that. Let them talk. Let them talk. Because when my house is built and my house is built, you guys, I built my house. I don't have to see, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to sit here and tell people, oh yeah, my house, I'm about to sell my house for $1.5 million. That's the network in real life. Big pressure, big pressure. But because I don't have the intentions, like I said, to flex on people for what? I don't need to flex. This not my life is not a competition. You know how delusional you have to think that you're in competition with people? And yes, I said that. Delusional. 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 You are delusional. Competition. Where does it say that your life is an event? Where are the cameras? I mean, I know they do have cameras, don't, your phones and stuff, the FBI, y'all always watching, but where are the cameras? Where the cameras at? My life is a contest. Wait, hold on. Contest? Hold on now. A contest? You mean I was born into this universe? I did not ask to be here. I did not pick my family. I did not pick the money. Competition? Competition? Who's in competition? Who's in competition? Y'all in competition? I want y'all to comment down below. Who y'all in competition with? Who y'all in competition with? Competition? You know how delusional you got to be? Competition? You can't be nobody else but you, and that's the problem. Y'all don't like yourselves. A lot of people do not like themselves. That's why they feel as though they have to be in competition. If you are secure with yourself, what are you competing for? If you sell eyelashes and I sell eyelashes, guess what? We're not going to sell eyelashes the same way. What do you think McDonald's and Burger King is for? You could both sell burgers. You could both sell eyelashes. You can't do it like me because you're not me and I'm not you. So why would you even want, like I said, it's disrespectful. That's why I think it's delusional. It's disrespectful and it's just embarrassing, especially when you let people know, like people fail to realize when they make me important. I don't say this because like I said, I pray for them, but it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You can't even look yourself in the face. You can't even look me in the face. Like if you're a child, so for all my young people here, if you were born in let's just say 1998 to 2000 and 2000, maybe 2000, because everyone in 2000 is 21 or 22, right? It's 2022. I don't know, you guys. Anybody here, like I said, you shouldn't be over the age of 21. That's first. But for you young people, y'all are the only people, to all my young subscribers, y'all are the only people I have a little bit more patience with. Anybody who was born from Gen Z 97 to 1900, literally, because that's the generation I was born in, I don't have as much patience for you all. And I don't have to, because at me being 25 years old, like I said, I didn't ask to be here. Neither did you. So you're not going to sit here and make my life a living hell just because you're miserable. If you want to be miserable, go about your business and be miserable in a corner by yourself. Because it's a choice. People make excuses. Stop making excuses. You need to push P. Like Eric Thomas, shout out to you, because I know I'm going to meet you one day. I may meet you this year. We don't know. Time is going to tell. Time, I'm big on time. I'm big on time. Especially the divine timing at that. Things are going to happen how they need to be, but you got to be put in position. You got to be pushing P. You got to be moving a certain way in real life. You can't just be doing certain things just because you see people doing things. No, that's not pushing P. Pushing P is realizing, you know what? I've made a mistake. I've done something in my past. I've wronged this person. I've wronged myself. I didn't have the same tools, Ty. I didn't have the finances. I didn't have the guidance. I didn't have the education. That's fine, because on this channel, I'm here to educate you, uplift you, and inform you. If you're not willing to take that information and resonate, go about your business. because the world's not going to stop just because you and I are having a bad day. Don't you think if the world was good, first of all, y'all don't want the world to stop. Like a lot of y'all, like I'm saying, y'all don't want some random man or some random female to come out the cloud. Y'all would be scared as hell. I'd be scared. Y'all don't want the world to stop. We don't want the world to end. That's scary. Like I said, you don't even like yourself. What you gonna do when God comes back? Or you know what I'm saying? With like what in the world? Okay. Whether you a Christian, a Muslim, or whatever, like y'all don't want to see nothing coming out the sky other than the fucking rain. Excuse my language, and that's the last time I'm cursing. But other than the rain, that's why I tell you guys what's gonna come out the clouds. The rain and the weather, that's the only thing that should fall from the sky. Y'all don't want nothing to come from the ground or the earth. Keep it real. Just because you can't see the wind, but you can feel it, that's what supernatural. What do you think wind is? Wind is not something you could see. You can hear it. You can feel it. That's what supernatural. Wind is supernatural. Water, supernatural. Water is clear. You put your hand through some water, you could feel it. You could see it. Supernatural. This is a supernatural experience. That's another reason why we got to keep pushing P. It's not about the physical and material world. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. You pushing P is holding yourself accountable, realizing, okay, this is what I've done in my past. This is how this made me feel. This is how I'm going to keep pushing P about it. Take some time to reflect. Nobody on this earth is perfect. Nobody, not even me. Things I had to learn from, my attitude. The reason why I went to jail, the reason why I've gone through the things I did was because I didn't have proper guidance. I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the education. I didn't have the tools and the resources. And if I did, that was me taking a risk. But at the same time, as big, like I said, like the Migos say, walk it like you talk it, walk it like you talk it. If you want to talk that, you better make sure you can walk that same walk. If not, keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed in real life. Mind your business. Pushing P's, minding your business in real life. It's not hard to mind your business. Your business is free. You know, it's your birthright to be you for free. For free. That's one thing you do get guaranteed in this life is your physical body. That's it. That's all you had when you came into this world. That's all you're going to leave with. You don't get to keep the clothes that you got on. You're not. Your house, your car, your money, that's not going to come with you. Supernatural. Yes, very supernatural. You got to be able to push P because you want to be able to move forward with your life. You can't worry about everybody else. You got to live your life. You got to push P because you want to do better with your life. If everybody around you is miserable, if everybody around you is talking badly, if you want to do something different, you got to be the change that you want to see. You can't wait on nobody either. Pushing P is you pushing through your pain. Everybody is suffering. Everybody has gone through trauma. Everybody, trust me, there's a lot of things you guys don't know nothing about that I've gone through. I've talked about most common things as a civilian in America because once again, everybody goes through things. I'm not the only person who's been broke before. I'm not the only person who's been kicked out. I'm not the only person who's lost a parent. I'm not the only person who had, I'm not. I may be the only person who's keeping pushing it P and keeping it, G with myself, but that doesn't invalidate the 7.6 billion trillion people on the earth. No. Pushing P is you being real with yourself. You're pushing P because it's your pain. You're the only person who is suffering. When you don't heal yourself, you're the only person who's broken. How do I know? Because when I used to be numb and I didn't have emotional intelligence, I used to get angry. I had a lot of anger. That's why I didn't know how to communicate. I would scream. I would act like a child. I would scream. My closet door is broke. I broke the hinges. I punched my closet one time, broke the hinges off the closet door. I would punch holes. I would try to punch people. I would try to attack people. That's why I'm going to jail. Like you guys type in my name, two pictures. Y'all like to joke. Two pictures pops up all the time. It's gonna be either a nice, pretty picture that say talk to Ty. You gonna see a mugshot in real life because I'm really keeping it real. Okay. And if you have enough common sense, you're not going to allow people in places to get to you. What I had to learn when I was in jail, you know what my grandmother told me when I was on the phone with her? People like that are never going to change. When I was in jail and I was locked up, because I've been locked up a couple of times for some time, my grandma had to explain to me that people like that are never going to change. You don't give people your time and energy that are not worth your time and energy. Because once again, if you are surrounded by the people that you want to be around, they're not going to try to sit here and bring down your character. That's not pushing P. They're not about to gossip about you. They're not going to try to compete with you. They're not about to compare themselves to you. That's not pushing P. You're not solid. If you gotta sit here and talk down about people just so you could feel good, that's some low blow. That's low. That's scummy and bummy. And I'm not calling people scums and bums, but the action and behavior, that's like ugly. You know what makes somebody ugly to me? It's not their physical appearance, it's your spirit, it's your heart, it's where your mind is at, it's your intentions. If your mind is not aligned with your heart, you're not pushing P. And that's the problem. Everybody want to push P. Everybody is at peace, but yet it's so much chaos and commotion in the world. You pushing P. Where are you pushing P? Where y'all pushing P at? Because if you keeping it P, like I said, I'm not gonna, so don't get it twisted. But I know that him saying that you gotta mean what you say when you say it. And the way you start doing that is you keep it real to yourself. If you could be real to yourself, you're not going to have trust issues with other people. So a lot of people in this world, this is a effed up world we live in. It's really cold. It's really dark. A lot of people don't trust. Me, when it comes to trust, I trust everybody to be exactly who they are. So what does that mean? If I don't know you, I don't have no expectation of you. So therefore, you can't disappoint me. If you cross me, it's because you're going to cross me at the end of the day. A snake is still a snake. Like I said, just because I'm a robber and I got on the suit, you think I'm not going to rob you because I got on the suit? But once again, people be ignorant, meaning they lack knowledge. A lot of people talk about, oh, I wouldn't put myself in this situation. You don't know what you're going to do until the situation happens. It's so much easier because just like me, I had a friend. I told her, oh, girl, I would never get in an abusive relationship. I would never. And sure enough, guess what happened? It took me being innocent, being blinded and naive, getting in a relationship with someone and realizing, oh my gosh, I just was talking about how I wouldn't do this stuff. And now I'm in a situation. And it's not intentional. People that suggest and advise information to you, they're suggesting and advising information for a reason. If somebody's telling you something, be mindful of what you're listening to. And that's why you got to be mindful and take a step back and realize who's talking to you when they're talking to you. I'm not going to tell you all just to listen to, like me, for example, I'm very mindful of the information when people suggest and advise to me, because if they're not people that I would want to be like, it's not to say that you can't listen to them, but if the information doesn't resonate with you, they're just talking. When you talk, excuse me, talk with purpose. Like when I wake up, I'm not talking for no reason. I may talk fast, I may get excited, but I'm not talking for no reason. I know that I live, unfortunately, here on earth. I know that, unfortunately, here on earth, I have a mission, and until I complete this mission, tomorrow will be Thursday, then it'll be Friday. And how does the song go? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's how it's going to go. And guess what? Because it is the year 2022, I need to hurry up and do what I need to do. So therefore, when it's time and infinity into beyond, because if you know, you know, I'm making sure I'm where I need to be. But in order for me to realize that, I gotta push it P. I gotta keep it pushing it P. I can't be sitting here. I can't be upset. Like, yeah, there are a lot of things I've done in my past that now at 25 years old, it's like, wow, I'm embarrassed. I can't speak about you guys, but I'm embarrassed. And because I'm embarrassed, I don't want to, I'm not worried about my past. Like the fact that I'm now getting myself to where I need to be financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the F you want, I'm pushing in P. I don't have time to worry about me not having no car. I'm about to get a brand new car. And that's the thing. When you lose stuff, it comes right back. And that's how you know you're solid. You're a boss. If you can't lose everything and get it right back, what you pushing P for? When you lose stuff, it's gonna come back as long as you're willing to work on yourself. That's like if you work out. For those of you, if you guys go to the gym, comment below. I'm not in the gym, but I've gone to the gym. But let me know, like I said, this is why it's important to Educate yourself, and this is why I like to speak from experience. If I'm not speaking from experience, I try to educate myself, or I ask people. I get perspective, because everyone does not have the same perspective as me. Just because I think a certain type of way doesn't mean everybody else is going to agree or understand. So to not invalidate people, you get perspective. But I'm sure, and if not, comment and feel free to let me know, you guys, because I love constructive criticism. I can give it out the same way I dish it. A lot of people can't dish out what they take. When you go to the gym, correct me or let me know, when you work out for a certain amount of time and you put a certain amount of energy and effort, you're going to see some form of result. Now, everyone's body, of course, is different. So everyone may not lose the same body fat or gain the same body fat at the same time, but you being consistent and continuing to work out, you're going to see results. Depending on the results are, it's going to be based off of how much time and energy you're willing to go to the gym. That's like the same thing. When you push and pee, when you're being real with yourself, you will realize, I know for a fact the reason why, one, I have to prepare myself. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot, you guys. It's a lot. And me personally, I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing because it's gonna be a big responsibility. Okay. Like, this is a lifestyle I've never experienced. I gotta prepare myself for this. And just like you all, we gotta prepare ourselves. Okay. You create the future by being in the present moment, by learning from your past, because the past, the present, and the future, it's all the same. So what does I mean by that? Today is the only day that exists. If you want to keep it pushing people, if you technically want to be technical, for all you historical people that say they're spiritual, today is the only day that exists right now. Tomorrow doesn't exist. There's no such thing as tomorrow. Why? Because it's only what time is it? It's 11:36. Does yesterday exist? Does anybody could tell me what yesterday? I mean, you could tell me the day, but you can't tell me what's today's date. Can everyone comment down below what today's date is? And of course, if you live in different places of the world, you're going to have different time. But that's why you can't worry about man time. You can't worry about the distractions. You can't worry about things that are not where you're at. The past, the present, and the future is aligned for a reason. Where I was 5 years ago, looking at my Snapchat memories, it makes sense why I'm here. I'm right here where I am right now. Hold yourself accountable. Acknowledge what you're going through. Accept so you can start taking action and you can adapt. It's not easy. Nowhere in life does it say it's going to be easy. Nowhere in life does it say how to be a human being or what is right and what is wrong. That's why you got to be the best version of yourself. You got to start holding yourself accountable. You got to realize what you're going through. You got to realize how do situations make you feel? How do people make you feel? And realizing that if you got to remove yourself from certain people, remove yourself from certain people. If people can't acknowledge the fact that you want to do better, why do you want to be around people who don't even want you to do better? Why would you want to sit here and entertain people, places, and be in environments that no longer serve you? Just so you could tolerate it? No, it's so much more to life. If you're not happy with what you're doing, of course, it's not going to happen the same day. So, for example, if you get into a car accident or if you get into any form of physical accident and your body is damaged, of course, your body's not going to heal the same day that you just damaged because you just got into an accident. Realizing if you're riding a bike or you get into an accident, just because you're riding a bike and you get to an accident, if you're fortunate enough to live, that's why I tell you guys the only thing that matters is having breath in your body and just literally living, existing, then you will realize that it's going to take time. It's okay that you just got into an accident. A lot of people don't want to accept the fact that the decisions they made have consequences. I had to learn too. Like growing up, my dad, God bless him, my dad told me about my life. My dad was very wealthy in spirit, on earth, and spirit, like very. His bloodline, who he is, he told me. My dad used to tell me, like, as a child, like I knew, okay? There's some things that I knew and there's some things I didn't do, okay? My dad used to tell me, you're gonna have a hard life. You did that, and guess what? It's gonna be a day. Everyone has judgment day. Some people are fortunate to see the judgment day before it happens, and some people are not. I was fortunate to see the day and given the opportunity. Everybody's not going to be given opportunities when it comes to life. That's another reason why you can't sit here and act like one is not real, and two, you can't be out here pushing peas in real life. So really quickly, you guys, I'm about to make this thumbnail, and let me make this thumbnail for you guys really quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and post this, but keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Like, you live your life for you. You got to be able to push peas because that's what you want to do. And you pushing peas is for you. You don't push peas for other people. I'm pretty sure when Gunna made the song, they didn't, not to say that they didn't care about what people thought, but the people that support Gunna, they're going to support you. Like, if people are going to support you, they're going to support you. You don't have to ask people to support you that want to support you. It's the people that don't want to support you that you feel as though, and once again, if I got to sit here and ask you to support me when you could choose to support me, you don't need to be my friend. You don't need to be following me. Like, me personally, guys, block people. Block people. It doesn't matter if they're your friend, your boyfriend, or girlfriend. Like, if you can sit here and watch people's story, if you can sit here and watch people do things and not interact, why do you think you got to follow me? You know how weird that is? Don't be obsessed. You could be doing the same thing. That's a problem with people. If you're not really supporting what people say and do, why are you watching? People feel to realize what you focus on is what's going to grow. And that's the problem. When people are distracted, people want to talk about everybody else while everybody else is doing what you want to do. You sitting there watching. You be doing the same thing that you talking about people doing, but you're watching. And that's what honestly what makes it worse, and it's scary. Like, and like I say, it's embarrassing. Don't let me find out. Don't let me find out you my really number one fan, because everybody, like Young Thug said, everybody has a job. And me, my network in real life, it hasn't happened physically, but I'm worth $1.5 million. So if I'm worth $1.5 million, guess what? My biggest fans, y'all gotta get front row. I gotta make sure you get front row access. People want some entertainment. Hold on now. Let me wipe my camera. Make sure I got this lip gloss popping. Because what you ask for is what you receive. So when you wish bad on people, that's going to happen to you. It's not going to happen to them if these people are not doing bad. When you sit here and you try to hold something, you think you could take something from somebody, it's going to be a day. Nobody gets away with nothing. How? Why? Because once again, it may not be today, but it's going to happen before you pass away. I put that on me. That's how confident I'm 100% sure. I've seen my father pass away. I've seen my grandfather pass away. Certain people, same thing with my mom. Certain people, you're going to have to apologize to people, because that guilt, you guys, being guilty is no joke. I'm not going to lie, you know how I'll say fierceful. You got to be a strong MFer to sit here and act like your shit don't stink just like everybody else. But those people are the people that need the most support. Like, the people that talk about me, they need me more than I would need them, because I don't talk. What do I look like? Oh my goodness gracious. Like I just said to this girl, what do I look like? What do I look like? What do I look like? What do I look like sitting here? Oh my gosh, girl, did you see what? If I'm minding my business in real life and I'm really who I say I am, what do I got to talk about other people for? That doesn't do anything for me. Especially if they have, that's gonna piss me off. That's why I don't get it. People be disrespecting themselves. You see somebody have a nice car and you want the same car. You talking about their car is not gonna get you a car. Like, what? We're in the world. We're in the great googly muggly. We're in the great googly muggly. Shout out to Maggie and the Ferocious Beast for all my Gen Zs born in the 90s. We're in the great googly muggly. Where's that gonna happen? That's not pushing P. Like, you talking about other people's cars is not gonna get you a car to come out the sky. The more time and energy that you're willing to talk about everybody else is the more time and energy you could have sat here and invested into your stuff and start saving it up, get it for a car. If you're not willing to talk, one thing I want to suggest and advise, if you're not willing to talk or do what others are doing to get what they have, you talking is just you talking and nobody cares. I'm gonna be real with you guys. That's like me. You think everybody in the world is going to care about me? No, they're not supposed to. Why? Because it's too many people in the world. That's like me. That's why when people talk about, I don't care. Like, I know a lot of people say that, and a lot of people lose sleep. I mean what I say peacefully, respectfully. I know I'm a spirit, and I'm just here temporarily right now. I'm just inside of this body right now that I was given. None of, like I said, nothing in the physical or the spirit. I mean, nothing in the physical or the material moves me. I don't live my life in fear. I'm not about to live my life in doubt. I'm not about to sit here and allow other people in places that are miserable and angry who don't even like themselves project onto me. If you don't know how to control your emotions, if you don't want to grow, you're not, why are you here? What you going out your way to watch my videos? Just because it say live doesn't mean you have to click on it. People are so focused on everybody else. And that's the thing. You don't realize if you give the wrong people the wrong attention, you don't know how they're going to use it against you. That's why people have trust issues. If you're a good person, I know a lot of people, one thing I cannot stand when people, oh, I'm a good person. And stop being a good person to the wrong people. The right people are not going to say, there are people, it's 7 billion people in this world. It's not to say that you got to be friends with all 7 billion of them, but there is one person, if not two people out there. You got to put yourself out there. You have to align yourself in order to manifest. That's another word I don't like, but if you got to manifest or attract, you have to do what it is that you want in order to receive what it is that you get. I had to put in the work. I had to physically put in the work in order for me to have $1.5 million, in order for my videos to sit here, in order for me to get paid. I had to put in time and energy. It didn't just happen overnight. It, of course, is going to look like it happened overnight, but no, a year and some change, and I'm still going. Like, the platform is just the platform. That's the beginning. I didn't work to get a platform to stop working, because anybody who knows YouTube, you got certain things you got to do, and you know what I'm saying, But I never wanted to work. So if I do not want to work, I have to be willing to sacrifice. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to starting a business, what I want to suggest and advise is save some money. Save enough money that you're going to have like at least a year or two, or whatever it is that you need to, or keep your job. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I had saved money and I had quit a job, and the expectations that I had trying to save money, and then, things are going to happen. End up having to move, end up having to sell my apartment, end up being in a relationship that I was not supposed to be. Things are going to happen. Pushing P though is you getting through all of it and you keep going. Like, you could take breaks. You're going to take moments. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to be doing good one day. You're going to be doing bad the next. That's pushing P. Pushing P is being able to realize and letting life do its thing. Go with the flow. You don't have to force people to be in your life. One thing that I'm realizing, I'm cutting everybody off. Everybody in my past, they no longer exist. Bye. Because why? Guess what? Like I said, yesterday is not here. Tomorrow does not exist. So technically speaking, the only thing that matters is the present moment right now. Okay. So with that being said, the people and the places that no longer serve me, I don't have no negative energy towards them. I love them equally, but they're not allowed to come into my life. In 5 months, in 6 months, these people are not coming into my life. If they try to come, that boundary is there. I'm not who I used to be. Nobody gets to be who they used to be 5 years ago, because 5 years ago doesn't exist. That's the same thing with your pain and your trauma. That pain and trauma that you're holding on to, the only person who's going to suffer, how do I know? It took me 4 years, you guys, mentally to accept that my father's death. And it's not to sit here and to validate how I feel, because grieving is a cycle. There's a non-ever ending feeling when it comes to grieving, especially when it comes to life. It took me 4 years to mentally accept that my father is no longer, not physically, because of course when I wake up, I don't see him, but it took me 4 years because emotionally I tapped out. I was numb. I was traumatized. I suffered. But it is now 2022, and mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, I mean, spiritually, yes, my father is very much alive, but in the physical, no. And in order for me to move forward, in order for me to get to where I have to accept that. Is it easy? No. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you didn't even ask to be born, why do you think your life is going to be simple? And if you see other people have a simpler life, you looking at their lives does not help you where you are. You can't worry about what everybody else is doing. That's not pushing P. Pushing P is pushing through your pain, realizing that, okay, if this happened, then learn from what you go through. If you're not willing to learn, knowing it's a choice. Anybody, like I said, anybody who chooses to come across these videos, it's a choice. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not arguing with nobody. I don't have the energy. I don't have the patience. And like I said, you guys, in the physical world, documented, yes, I'm 25. Supernaturally and spiritually, I am old and I'm tired of being on this planet. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. ET, come and get me. Come and get me. Like I said, Jeff, Elon, take me with you. Okay, I'm tired of being on this crusty, dusty ghetto planet. Okay, because Earth is ghetto, you guys. The trenches. The birds and the bees, why do you think they fly away from human beings? Why do you think alligators live in the ocean? They don't want to be around us. They do not want to be around human beings. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them. I do not blame the birds. I do not blame the alligators. And I do not blame the penguins that live in Antarctica. They living their best lives. And that's what I'm saying. You got animals living their best lives. Why are we sitting here stressing as human beings? You got all these other animals, you got all these different kinds of species on this planet, and there's all this commotion for what? And the commotion that people be scared, it's not even real. It's not even real. A lot of the stuff in this world is not even real. It's a mentality thing. It's a lot of things are illusion. That's why a lot of people are delusional, because a lot of people don't realize a lot of things are illusions. Like I said, go outside. The sky is not even the sky, but you know what I'm saying? That's real. Like, there's no, y'all ever go outside and realize that you're coming inside of a building? So if you take away the buildings, all you have left on the world is land and water. The world is not what the people that try to control us make it seem. They want you all to be afraid. They want to scare people, because if people are scared, if people are ignorant, if they don't tell people where they live and what's going on, people would, one, realize their worth, their power, and everybody would be pushing P. But it's so much easier to control people, to manipulate people, to divide people, to cause distractions and chaos so everybody can't push P. There is no ceilings. There is no the walls outside. We are the universe. What do I mean? I want, for example, everyone watching this live, rather you do it today or you do it tomorrow or sometime this week, start going outside and just pay attention to your surroundings. Or depending on where you live, pay attention to the weather. Notice how some days it rains, some days it's snowing, some days it's hot. Pay attention. Just like life, we have seasons, and that's how this life is going to continue to spin, because once again, why is it 365 days in a year? Because what is a circle? 365. It's the same. The Earth is a sphere or sphere, I wouldn't say circle. I guess sphere. That's the proper word. Circle or sphere, whichever one. It doesn't matter because guess what? Sphere, circle. They're both letters. They're both words that we as people that we created. Why do you think they have sign language? Everybody can't talk. What do you think sign language is? People that know sign language, people who don't have all their senses are very gifted, supernaturally people. Why do you think people do sign language? Because they can't speak. Everyone does not have the birthright to speak. That's like people who can't see. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful. Everyone, there's no age expectancy in life. You could be 30 years old, you could be 2 years old, you could be 5 years old. You're gonna die whenever it's your time to go. And that's something you don't get to control. So because you're on the timeline just like me and the time traveling currently in the year 2022, okay? 2000, the 2000, it's a long, okay? But us being time travelers right now, that's our job. That's our purpose. We got to keep pushing people. We got to live the life that we're supposed to live so we can continue to do what needs to be done. I am a time traveler right now, currently in the year 2022, as of March 10th, in 5 minutes. So, in 5 minutes, Wednesday, March 9th, 2022 will no longer exist. And for those of you who are, my UK subscribers, it's already Thursday. It's already Thursday. It's already 7 o'clock in the morning. The people in London right now, people in Japan, y'all already starting your day. As soon as I end this live, I'm gonna go to sleep. The people in London, they're already starting their day. When I go to sleep and when I wake up, it'll be the afternoon time over there. The furthest people who have the I think is California and Hawaii. And that's North America. We're not all on this. Like, come on, it's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. It is not about life is not about you. Once you realize that life is not about you, you can move accordingly. But if you are stuck, and that's why a lot of people are stuck in the flesh, which is the 3D, the physical and material world. You are not your body. Yes, you have a body, but you're not your body. Why do you think, for those of you who have witnessed or haven't, when people pass away, you're not going to pass away immediately. Your body has to transition, like your organs. I think, what is it? Your heart stops first, and then your organs, and then your livers. It has to take some time. Your body has to shut down, and that's why I'm telling you guys. I'm not saying this to I'm just a messenger. This is just because people that know. I'm gonna let y'all these times right now. This is not a joke. This them having going back and forth with the world. This is real, you guys. Like I said, it's a bigger picture. This is not a joke. Them having these man-made, the Ukraine and Russia and all this is real. Okay, okay, it's not a joke. Okay, and it is up to us right now because as a time traveler, because I'm gonna tell you guys, as this year and as life continue on, I'm gonna be exposing who I really am. But as a time traveler, I'm just gonna let y'all know that if we and in the collective do not wake up and realize that we are more powerful than the elites, the people that could, the life is going to continue to keep going the same way. We have to stand up. And anybody who has a platform, anybody who says their spirit, you guys speak up what you're afraid of. You, like I said, the physical money, material wealth, none of that stuff matters. It's your spirit. For those of you, like you said, y'all spiritual gangsters, y'all spiritual, speak up. Speak up. It's more of us than it is them. It is more people in the collective than it is the people who govern the world. For those of you who all have iPhones, what do you think that green dot is? If you have an iPhone, you see that little green dot, you see that little red dot. They're tracking devices. How do you think when you type in something on your phone, it has your location? What do you think Siri and Alexa is? So keep that in mind. It's a bigger picture. But that's why we as people, me personally, like Ralph Smart said in his video, this been happening. And it's going to be happening the rest of this year because once you do something, you guys, there's no escaping. Excuse me. Nobody on this earth is going to leave without doing the things that they've done to people. It's going to come back to them. Every single person that I've wronged in my life, I had to apologize to. Because I know that if I did not apologize, it's going to eat you alive. And if you don't care, of course, then you have no spirit. You're being used, and that's even worse. It's something in the chat. Okay. But realize that, you guys, we got to push and pee. We got to keep pushing and pee. Like, we cannot sit here and worry about people, places, and things that are not for us. Like right now, I just checked my story. People that think they just about to keep up with me and block. I don't care who you are. Block. If people want to be there for you, they'll be there for you. If people don't want to support you, why you want to be around people that don't like you? Like I said, it's disrespect. Like, that's something I had to ask myself. Like, why am I even hanging around you? Why do I even want to, I don't even like you. You don't even like me. I don't like you because you don't like yourself. You don't like me because I'm me. That's the difference. It's different. It's a difference if you sat here and been around someone and you know them. That's like if you say, "Oh, I don't like cherries," but you never had cherries. How do you know you don't like something if you never tried it? That's you limiting yourself. That's, I'm just not gonna. Shut up. How about that? Like, I don't like how she. You know what you need to do? You need to all the way to the Krusty Krab and ask Eugene for a job. So instead of you say money, because that's what Mr. Krab does. Mr. Krabs, Eugene Krabs, he get the money. You sound like a crab. That's what a lot of people are, buckets and crabs at the bottom of the barrel. Don't be a crab leg, you guys. Don't be a crab leg. Don't be a crab leg. You don't need to be a crab leg. Let the crabs be crabs in the ocean. Unless you asking Mr. What's his name? Mr. Krabs for a job. Don't be no bottom barrel crab. If people don't want to support you, remove yourself. There are gonna be people who support you. Don't worry about people and places and things that are not trying to help you or get to. That's like if people say they don't like me and they don't know me. Do you think I worry about people who don't know me? That's like the people on the internet. They're gonna talk about your hair. They're gonna talk about your clothes. Like, do you all know me? And if you did, once again, if people know you, they're not going to talk badly about you. Like, if people care about you, they're not going to sit here and, like, me being broke. If you could sit here and call me a bum, if you could sit here and make jokes about me asking for money, bro, fuck you. Because guess what? When your broke ass becomes broke, see how you feel. A lot of people can't dish out what they take. People can't handle the shit that you go through. And it's not to wish bad on them, and it's not for them to experience. But I know that. People are not as solid as they sit here and try to bring down. Solid people don't bring down other people. That's not P. That's not G, my guy. You don't gotta be street. You don't gotta be book smart. That's not cool anywhere. You're a loser. Loser, 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 big L. You see how that is? That's embarrassing. It's so like, stop disrespecting yourself. Have some respect for yourself. I really had to have a lot of respect for myself. I will no longer surround myself with people that disrespect themselves, and me respecting myself. I don't even want to be around none of these people because it's wicked. It's a wicked world we live in. What do I look like being miserable and nasty just like everybody else around me? No. These people are miserable. If you don't like somebody, you don't have to like them, but to sit here and go tit for tat in their face for what? That's not pushing P. You don't like what somebody got on? Okay. If you're not about to sit here and buy them clothes, you telling them that what is that supposed to do? That's like if somebody calls me ugly. Am I supposed to be attractive to you? Are we all supposed to be attractive to somebody? No, everyone's not gonna think that we're beautiful. But if I know that, what the fuck, you guys? You don't need outside validation when you solid with yourself. You don't need to worry about, oh, them making fun of you. Then let them talk. Let them talk. Let them, because what people fail to realize, what you put out is what you get. People that talk about me, they're gonna have to watch. What people do in private, it comes to the light. It's gonna come to public, babe. It's called seasons. I can't be broke forever. Especially if I sat here and worked my ass off for a year. You think I'm gonna be broke for the rest of my life? No. See what I was doing? I was preparing myself for the next 5 years. So the next 5 years, if you wasn't on your ass doing what the fuck you needed to do, you're gonna watch. Cause it's already happening. It already happened. But I don't flex. I don't need to flex. If I tell people, hey, certain people, I tell people, hey, keep this fucking secret. You sit here and that's on you. But if for those of you know, you know, you don't gotta sit here and tell a whole bunch of people. Time is gonna speak for itself. And if they feel some type of way, bye. You didn't help me. So why do you think you about to sit here and eat at the table? That's what it says. And I think the Bible, y'all know I'm not a Bible person, I'm not a Christian, but don't the Bible say something about the enemies getting prepared? It's going to be the same thing. What do you think is going to happen? You thought they no. See, that's the thing. People, they underestimate you because they disrespect themselves. People don't see their worth, so they gotta sit here and bring you down. Just because you don't understand what I'm doing, just because you don't understand me, doesn't mean that what I'm doing is right or wrong. Just because that's like when people say, just because you weren't able to build a house and make it last forever doesn't mean that I can't build a house. We're not the same. So just because your house didn't work, just because you weren't willing to sacrifice being in a house, having no car, depending on other people, sitting and seeing the ceiling, sitting in a room all day, every day, just because, no, absolutely not. That's not how that works. I got my confirmation that I need. Me personally, like I said, the platform was just the beginning. I'm not working. So, like I said, when I turn 30 in 5 years, Guccier than a coochie. Okay, you guys, it is long term. Don't nobody want something like, I just seen a video on TikTok. I don't want to be viral for the moment, because if I can't keep up that one moment, what am I going to do at the end of this year? Where am I going to be next year? Where am I going to be in 3 years? I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. No, I need something to last for a long time. And I need it to be abundantly. I need to build a foundation. I don't want to blow up in 2 days. I don't want my channel to be monetized in 1 month if I only have 100 videos. Those are the people are not going to keep watching. You got to be able to invest into yourself. It's a long term, and people who know, it's the longevity. And once again, I'm not saying there's no type of way, but nobody around me, and that's why they got to talk. Nobody around me. That's why I got to move physically, financially, emotionally, and be around the people that are doing the things that I want to do. Because nobody around me, and that's another reason why I don't let none of that get to me. None of y'all should never let none of that get to you. Like Nipsey Hussle said, God bless him. You never let a hard time humble you. Absolutely not. Because it's temporary. It's a new year. It's a new year for a new reason, and it's a new season. And guess what? The table didn't turn, you guys. Ooh. Tables are turning. You don't believe me? Go outside, touch some grass. Hallelujah. It's like, no, but y'all know because I'm not my, but for real. You don't got to explain yourself. Let time do the talking. So this year, we're pushing P's. Big pressure, big step. What about it? What about it? Big pressure. I sleep peacefully. I sleep peacefully. You should sleep peacefully. Whether I'm sleeping on the floor or on my bed, I still sleep peacefully. I get to wake up whenever I want to, when I want to. But that comes with consequences. Like I said, starting a business, the reason why I'm not about to sit here and tell you guys to quit your job and start a business, because you have to look at the long term. For all of last year, I didn't go nowhere. The only thing that I did was to go out and to turn up, because the money that I did have, that's all I was using it for. If you're not willing to sit here and make pros and cons, like me sacrificing, I knew that though. I knew I had to sacrifice at least a year, in order to have the rest of the 3 years to do what I want to do. If you're not willing to do that, and it's a lot of work. And don't ever let anybody discredit you either, because if it's so easy, everybody would be doing it. If it was so easy, everybody, and if you have any knowledge, anybody who's starting a business, if there are 7 billion people trying to do what you do, you really got to put in a lot of work. You know how many people there are on YouTube? I'm now getting my videos now, like I said, I mean, it started a couple months ago, but my videos now are on the algorithm. Now, congratulations, Ty. I made it. A nigga made it. Like, I made it, but it took 9 months for me to just get my page. Like, it took 9 months just for me to get on the algorithm. Now, you guys can see it. 9 months it took, because there are 7 trillion, or I don't even know how many people there are. You know how many people are on YouTube though? There are a lot of people being YouTubers, okay? And you're not just gonna blow up overnight. You have to be able to put in and you gotta be consistent. You have to be consistent. I had to be consistent. I had to be willing to understand that while everybody else is out partying, I had to be able to sit down and really grind. The grind is real, you guys. If you want to start a business, you got to be willing to be real with yourself. I knew that last year was going to be the last and the only year of my life that I would struggle the way that I did. And I'm glad. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. I did what I had to do. And I didn't let a single body get to me. I sat there. I listened to what people say. I watched people say and treat me. And I remembered. Because guess what? I know that, guess what, baby? 2021 doesn't last forever. So what does that mean? That life is going to continue to go on. But you see, when you're stuck in the moment, or if you're in the physical material world and you think you get to live forever and that life is just going to stay and not be adaptable and have changes, you're going to continue to do the same thing. And guess what? When I get to where I need to be, those same people, they're going to be in the same spot. Because that's what happens when you mind my business and try to mind yours too. But what they say, if you dig in a grave for somebody else, you need to dig yours too. That's the old folks saying, if you're going to dig a grave for somebody, you better make sure you got a shovel for yours too. And I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, not my family, not the exes. Because guess what? I love them, but I know that emotionally, if they had enough strength, they wouldn't be in a position to sit here and try to make me feel bad. They already feel bad about themselves. I don't need. I see how people live in real life. I don't need to sit here. People don't smile. People are angry. People are really angry in real life. Y'all demons don't got nothing to do with me. Absolutely not. Hell no. Hell fucking no. Excuse my language. Hell no. Y'all demons don't got nothing to do with me. I know that I irritate people's demons, but that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm just a light, baby. I'm just, like I said, I'm just the vessel, just like you all. But just like I said, y'all, I don't force people to believe and stuff. But y'all demons don't got nothing to do with me. So if people got their own demons, let people have their own personal problems, because people really be going through stuff in real life. They sit here and try to avoid that shit all day if you want to. I look at myself every single day in the mirror, and I do what I need to do. Because what do I look like walking around being bitter and angry? You know how many people there are on this earth? You think I'm gonna give my power? The only thing that I have, the only thing that you have is your physical body. Nothing in this world belongs to you. Not your mom, not your dad, not your cat, not even your house. None of this shit belongs to you. It's temporary. You live in a house momentarily. You have a car for momentarily. You got that job momentarily. And for a lot of people that buy homes, you better, by the grace of God, you better hope that you're able to live for 30, 40 years in that damn house that you paying for. It's like, shit, you could die. How do I know? My father, right before he passed away, I knew, okay? Because for those of you who know, the way he had to relocate and situate, same thing with my mother, same thing with her. Same thing with me. That's why, okay, the cookie don't fall too far for the crumble, or whatever they say. And if you're not pushing P, you gonna get pushed. That's how the world works. This is I'm gonna end off this video. If you're not willing to fight for your life, you're gonna get your ass beat every day. The world is going to whoop your ass. That's what life is. That's how life works. That's to be very transparent. That's to cut all the bullshit. Go outside. It's a dark world we live in. It's very wicked. It's very wicked. A lot of people haven't seen all sides of life. A lot of people don't know that there are really some evil people, and then you got some beautiful people. Then you got some. Everyone's crazy in their own way, of course, because ain't nobody perfect. Everybody got, like I said, everybody got demons. Okay, it's a bigger picture. Ain't nobody on this earth perfect. But if you know, you know. And if you know, you know. Like, come on now. You sitting here, you're angry, and you think that you get to, that one thing about me, people's projections don't faze me. That's why when I talk to people, they get uncomfortable. They don't gotta say it. I can feel people's energy. Like I said, I let people say what they want. And I'm not gonna lie, because I know I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Like I said, I am the wrong person. The wrong person to try to make feel bad, because I'm gonna continue, I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna oh boy, go to hell. Go to hell. That's where you could go. Straight to hell. That's not my problem. I don't tell people that, but as I'm speaking and as their spirits get, fluctuated, because like I said, the light that I know, I irritate people's demons. I have no problem, because guess what? I didn't ask to be here either. So what's good? What's good? Everybody has problems. Why do you think that you don't have problems? Why do you think your shit doesn't stink? You sit in shit for so long, you're not gonna realize that you fucking stink. People be having nasty attitudes. Nasty attitudes. And it's like nobody wants to be around you. You don't even want to be around you. Why do you think people are suicidal and hate themselves on some real? And that's deep, you guys. I don't wish death on I wouldn't wish none of the stuff that I had to go through on nobody, because I know Stop allowing people and places to define you. Anybody who's hurt you, anybody who's wronged you was already weak, was already broken. Every single person who's talked about me already felt as though I was better than it. Why? Because you're not going to talk about people that you want to see do good well. You're not going to bring nobody low if you're not low yourself. If you up, you so high and mighty. If you're fucking Beyonce, do you think Beyonce wake up and worry about other females? No, she's Beyonce. Let your results in your work speak for you. If you're good at what you do, why? Like I said, if you selling eyelashes and I sell eyelashes, that don't mean that both of our eyelashes not gonna sell. They just not gonna sell the same way. Get out your feelings. The world is not about you. People are so entitled and then they're so disappointed, and then you have so many expectations. You wonder why. But yeah, you want to talk about everybody else. Yeah, you want to sit here and your life is not changing every single day because it's now Thursday where I'm at. The time and the day is going to continue to go on, and yet you in the same spot. Stop watching people on. If you want to be on TV, you need to put yourself out there. Stop watching people on TV and take some time to yourself. Fall back. Work on yourself. I was able to work on myself for a year. And like I said, by the grace of God, I'm grateful. I'm grateful I did it. And it humbled. Oh, when I say humbled, baby, I'm humble. When I get this car, I'm gonna be so grateful. Every person that gave me a ride, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I tell people all the time, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you ever gave me a ride, thank you so, oh my God. Not having yeah, I'm grateful. I will never not take nothing for granted ever, because that was my lesson. That was my karma. Oh, when I say karma come back quick, she spent the block on me. Oh, when I say broke, y'all, I was broke. Broke. I'm sitting here asking my little brother for money. Broke. I'm sitting here trying to find change. Broke. And my brother's 21. I'm 25. Like, come on now. But it's okay. Because I'm real with myself. I don't gotta say, I'm not embarrassed. And I don't care that they know not guess I'm broke. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do about it? And I don't want to work. So if I don't want to work, I have to be willing to realize this is the life that I'm choosing. I chose. I saved my money. I had a job. I chose. And that's why I'm telling you, if you can't be real about your decisions, 99% of the time, we put ourselves in these situations. Let's talk about it. I had to learn the hard way, the very hardest way. That's why I'm suggesting and advising on what not to do if you're not able to see for yourself and why. People are not just going to tell you something without a reasoning. Now, the reason why a lot of people don't take the advice is because they think they're better, not realizing it's a reason why. I know physically you don't want to, but to really understand, because it's not until you get in certain situations that you act a certain type of way. If you're used to having every day and having everything all day, every day, and all of a sudden you go broke the next day, how are you going to act? If you got your car taken away from you, if you lost your job, if they blew up the school, if they shut up your job, how are you going to act? I'll wait. Because it's not until shit happens when, one, you're going to see how people really are, and two, what they're going to do. You can get on the road. Next thing you know, you get pulled over like me. I'm just minding my business, getting some Wendy's. I get pulled over. Then they follow me, and then they got their guns pointed at me, and it's like, what the hell? Like, I'm just trying to get something to eat. Anything can happen. How do I know? I've experienced certain things in my life to talk about. If not, I'm not talking about stuff I've never been through. That's one thing about me. I don't just like say I'm not just talking just because. Okay, no, this is not fictional. I wish, like I said, if there are cameras, I mean, I know I'm being watched, but if there are cameras and I'm on a reality TV show, then I need to get paid for the shit I've gone through. But I'm not yet, at least. But still, you feel me? And it's not about the money because, like I said, they print it. It has nothing to do with the money. I've had money, and that's what I'm saying. Just because I was broke because of me, not because of other people. So when people saw me being broke, let them talk about me. Cause guess what? I haven't always been a broke female. That's not how I was raised. I'm not a broke person in spirit. I may be broke physically, and I was broke for a couple of months. But forever? Absolutely not. No. And me being broke because I am broke, I have no choice but to go get it. I have no choice but to work harder because if you ever, and this is how I know, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people like to talk about stuff you ain't never been broke, so you can't tell someone, you don't know what is, because it'd be a day. Watch everything fall apart for you. Like I said, I don't wish that on people, but watch when people start going through things. If you broke and you've been broke, you know that nobody wants to be broke, and you wouldn't wish that on anybody that you know. A lot of people are ungrateful and they don't realize that. Let your brakes go out, see what happened to your car. Let your lights go out, see what happened to your house. If you don't have the money and you lose your job, then what? Now you in the same position as me. And once again, that's like if you call somebody stupid and y'all in the same classroom, how you sit next to somebody, you calling them dumb and y'all in the same fucking class? Y'all sitting right next to each other. The only difference is that y'all don't got the same name. And y'all not the same person. And nowadays, because everybody's name isn't common, because nothing in the world is common, you know how many ties there are in the world? I'm not the only tie. Now, unless your name is like McDonald's, Oreo, YouTube, Junior, then of course I've never heard of a name like that before. But you know how many Karens there are in the world? And if you feel free, I want you to comment down a name that you haven't heard nobody has a name of. I have yet to meet anybody other than my sister, but my sister, even with her name, she's not the only person, they spell it differently, who has an interesting name. Unless you have a real interesting, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is better. Nobody is less than. So we gonna push peace for ourselves. It's a new day. Literally, I'm about to go to bed, you guys. I'm about to give me a snacky snack. And I'm gonna continue to drink my water because it's congratulations, Ty. I'm on day 10. I'm very proud of myself. Okay, I gotta keep drinking this water because I need to drink water. I do. We all need to drink water, but I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do. I ain't nobody's, parent now, okay? But if I care, I am gonna sit here and I'm gonna say what I need. Because guess what? I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like for people to talk badly about you, your family, your friends. You're not the only person. I know what it's like for your family and friends to put other people before you. But it's okay because when you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody has to say. And guess what? Tables is always going to turn because seasons change. So let people do what they need to do. It helps you realize who's for you and who's not. Once again, why would I want to be around these people? I don't want to be around these people. But you know what I'm saying? Until I'm able to, move. Protect your peace. Live your life for you. You don't need to live your life for other people. They're not even living their lives for them. So why are you worried about that's like when it comes to opinions, unless people are in it, like for example, if Eric Thomas were to sit in here and mention me and be like, hey Ty, dot, or someone who had a YouTube channel like myself trying to become a YouTuber who's actually doing something, then maybe. But people who are just watching, who are not putting any effort, why on earth? I know y'all seen that TikTok. Why on earth would I listen to you? Like, oh my gosh. Internally, I scream so much I can't even laugh, but I'm laughing, you guys. Like, why on earth would I listen to you? I'm trying. At least I'm like that's something ASAP Rocky said. At least I'm trying to start a business. You're not even in a position to do. And if you anybody who knows about anything about business, you got to know you have to create your business. You can't cross a finish line if there's no starting line. How you going to start a race if you didn't even take the first step forward? That's a lot of people problem. Like the Migos said, walk it like I talk it. I can walk it like I talk it. I'm trying to sit here every single day and put into believing. You're not even trying to believe in yourself. You don't even try. That's how low people are. And that's why me personally, I don't get mad at these people. Like I said, I sit here and I wish them well because they need help. People need help. Like once again, I know that human beings, ghetto, earthings, ghetto. I know. Oh my gosh. Like I said, unfortunately I am not the only person who lives here. I'm not the only human being. There are so, like I said, there are spiders, there are deers, there are fish. It's not just me. So I don't just get to walk around like it's just me. And it's not just you. It's all of us, unfortunately, because once again, where are we gonna go? Okay. So keep that in mind. So it is now 12:30, you guys. I just looked at the time. I did not realize it was 12:30. Like I said, it's already 12:30. So tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go live probably during the daytime. And we're gonna continue our daily upload schedule. But you guys, we're pushing P. I'm pushing P. And I'm gonna keep pushing P until I see every single P that I wanted for myself. Excuse me. I need to drink some water probably and get something to eat because why do I keep burping like this, you guys? Like, but make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and Twitter at Ty_guidance. I love all of you and remember everything I said. If not, I'm gonna hold y'all accountable because I'm holding myself accountable. I'm waiting just like everybody else, so don't get confused now. It's gonna be a day. And shoot, it can happen tomorrow. It can happen tonight. I could wake up tomorrow and woo, rainbows and butterflies. That's all I'm gonna see. I'm not in any rush though. Because the more you let something marinate, the more you let something cook, that's something my aunt told me. The longer something has to take, the longer it's going to last in the stability. You don't want something that's going to come cold. Like, for example, if I'm building a house for the first time and I never built a house before, I don't want my house to not last. I want my house to go through hurricanes. I want my house to go through a flood. I want my house to go through a tsunami. I want people to shoot out my house and not a single crack or window fall or bust. I want my house to stand still the entire time because if a hurricane comes, if a tsunami comes, if people shoot up at my house, I need my house to still be standing after everything it goes through. And that's the same thing when it comes to your life. You need to be able to stand after everything that you've gone through. Like I said, you either gonna let life whoop your ass or you gonna fight back. It's up to you.